Hello and welcome back to my channel Dinar and Dong Updates. Today, we're diving deep into some fascinating developments that could significantly impact Iraq's economic future. You've likely heard the buzz surrounding the Iraqi dinar, the discussions about parallel markets, hoarding, and corruption. But what if I told you that much of this noise is just a distraction? A smokescreen to divert attention from the real game-changing plans the Iraqi government is quietly putting in place. In this article, we'll break everything down and explain why you should be paying close attention to the developments happening behind the scenes. One of the most intriguing signs of change is the increasing deployment of ATMs in Baghdad by Rafidain Bank. At first glance, this might seem counterintuitive. With digital currencies gaining traction worldwide, why invest in physical cash machines? The answer lies in what's not being openly discussed. Despite the global shift toward digital payments, cash remains an essential part of Iraq's financial landscape. The transition to a cashless society is still a work in progress, and a significant portion of the population continues to rely on physical currency for their daily transactions. The continued investment in ATMs indicates that cash is still relevant and will remain so for the foreseeable future. But this raises a bigger question. What is the Iraqi government preparing for? Many believe it's about the introduction of a digital dinar, and they're not entirely wrong. However, there's more to the story than meets the eye. A prevalent narrative suggests that a considerable amount of dinars are being hoarded in secret vaults, and that black market trade is thriving. While these claims capture public attention, they don't present the whole picture. When we analyze the actual numbers, a different reality emerges. Reports indicate that the Iraqi government itself controls approximately 70% of the circulating dinars. This begs the question, if the government already holds the majority of the currency, why is there so much focus on hoarding? One possible explanation is that the government is quietly setting the stage for a digital dinar protocol and strategically holding on to its dinars to facilitate the transition. Since this shift is complex and requires time to implement, authorities may be keeping their plans under wraps to avoid premature speculation and instability in the financial sector. The official line is that the installation of a digital dinar system will take about 3 weeks. However, given Iraq's history with bureaucratic delays, it's not surprising that this timeline could stretch into months. This prolonged process creates uncertainty, allowing rumors and misinformation to spread. As the transition drags on, the focus on hoarding and parallel markets intensifies, potentially serving as a diversion from the real story. The government's meticulous planning for a digital currency shift. This brings us to a critical point. A successful digital transition could have enormous benefits for Iraq's economy, but it also requires careful execution. If the government truly holds 70% of the dinars, the public shouldn't be burdened with the fear of hoarding. Instead, the attention should be on the broader implications of this transition. Another layer to this discussion is the issue of corruption. Corruption exists in every country, but could it be that the emphasis on it is being exaggerated to divert attention from deeper economic reforms? The media often highlights corruption scandals, but in doing so, it might be drawing public scrutiny away from more significant structural changes being put in place. In any financial transition, there are always groups that benefit from market uncertainty. Whether it's individuals exploiting the black market or businesses leveraging the instability, the chaos often creates opportunities for those who know how to manipulate the system. Understanding this dynamic is crucial to separating fact from fiction in economic discussions. So what's the key takeaway from all of this? Simply put, don't take everything at face value. Just because the headlines scream about hoarding and black markets doesn't mean that's the full story. There's a lot happening beneath the surface, and staying informed is essential. Now let's broaden our perspective and look at Iraq's currency through a different lens. The idea of a fixed international exchange rate has been gaining traction, and it's something that deserves close attention. A fixed exchange rate would mean pegging the Iraqi dinar to another currency, such as the US dollar, to maintain stability in the economy and make international trade more efficient. While this approach has its advantages, it also comes with challenges. On the positive side, a fixed exchange rate can reduce inflation and provide predictability, which benefits businesses and attracts foreign investment. However, there's a catch. A fixed rate might make it more difficult for ordinary citizens to exchange dinars for foreign currencies, limiting financial flexibility. This change could influence everything from household savings to consumer spending habits. Why is Iraq considering this shift? Let's explore the key factors. 1. Economic stability. Over the past few years, fluctuations in the value of the Iraqi dinar have created uncertainty. A fixed exchange rate could stabilize the currency, ensuring that savings don't suddenly lose value overnight. Second, government strategy. The Central Bank of Iraq has been working on modernizing the financial sector and embracing digital banking solutions. These efforts suggest a long-term vision for a more structured and reliable financial system. 3. Global trade and investment. Iraq is strengthening its relationships with international partners. A fixed exchange rate could make Iraq a more attractive trading partner, boosting foreign investment and driving economic growth. 4. Financial literacy initiatives. The government has been promoting financial education programs, preparing citizens for upcoming changes. This suggests that authorities are not only planning for a fixed exchange rate, but also ensuring that people understand its implications. Now let's consider the personal impact of these changes. If a fixed exchange rate is implemented, how will it affect your finances? Here's a simple breakdown. Assess your savings. If you hold savings in dinars, think about how a fixed rate might influence its value. Stay updated. Following reliable news sources will help you stay ahead of economic developments. Engage in discussions. Share your thoughts with others, and contribute to conversations about the future of Iraq's economy. Seek professional advice. A financial expert can provide insights into how these changes might affect your investments and savings. To conclude, it's crucial to remain vigilant in times of economic transition. The narratives surrounding Iraq's financial system are often layered with distractions and half-truths. To truly understand what's happening, you must question everything, challenge mainstream perspectives, and dig deeper into the broader economic picture. If you found this analysis insightful, don't forget to share it with others and join the conversation. Let's keep the discussion going and work together to uncover the real trajectory of Iraq's financial future. Stay informed, stay engaged, and watch this space for more updates on Iraq's evolving economy.